hot one today. It's nice though. Between my health stuff and the rain, I'm feeling good this week. Never taking my good health for granted again, or nice weather. Anyway, this is the third and last mindful message of the day, and this is your end of summer checklist, okay? Making sure you don't forget anything before fall sets in. So get out a piece of paper and a pen if you want, or just listen. Here we go. First of all, I said this in my last one, but it's relevant for this one too. Make sure you're hitting up the ice cream places. It is the end of the season for most of the country. Ice cream places shut down and only open in spring or summer, and then they close again tail end of the fall if you're lucky. But if you're around like areas like me, roughly around when the second or third week of school is when they start shutting down after Labor Day. The pools shut down as well. After Labor Day is usually, like my complex, we don't have a cool one. They don't go by weather. It's like legit. They don't open the pool until Memorial Day, and it closes on Labor Day, whether it's 96 outside or not. So a lot of places do follow those rules. With kids going back to school, they're not going to be making as much money. But if you have places like YMCA or a local hotel with a pool in it, you can find places to swim in the winter. So you can push that a little bit down on the list. But beaches and, parks close down after Labor Day. They start being free again for most of us. We can take advantage if you live close by in the fall, but Labor Day is the last hype up day at the beach, so make sure you're hitting up the beaches. Hiking and camping, I still think you can do this through the fall if it's not too chilly, but if you want to have the best time as far as hiking trails and beaches, make sure you're doing camping before the end of summer. You can even camp in your backyard if you want. Campfire night with s'mores, inviting your friends over. This can go well into the fall because of the weather. Fires are nicer when it's cold. But, doing s'mores with your kids, having a little bonfire night. Maybe you do a cookout and then close out your cookout with a bonfire. These are fun things to do at the tail end of summer, and it's easier to find wood and stuff to burn. Barbecue, a block party, or a pool party. Any kind of party at your home that you can have outside. It's the end of the season. Better plan them up. Circus trips. Not many places do circus anymore, but there are still some around, and they usually close out the season around Labor Day, back to school season. So if you're lucky and there's a circus in your area, make sure you're going to check it out if you're into that. Same with zoos. A lot of zoos start closing up towards the end of the fall. I put that on the other one as well, but I'm throwing it in this one too. Going to a car show or a race, NASCAR, or just a street drag race in general, they're going to start closing out soon. Car shows that aren't races, where you're just looking at classical cars outside, those are also going to be wrapping up soon. Beach day, baseball game, outside concerts. Any of these that you can hit up before the season ends, make sure you do so. Horseback riding or horseback riding lessons. With fall coming up and they know the cold weather's getting in, you might get some good deals. But I'd wait till after Labor Day because they're going to be cranking the prices up for the tourists. Outdoor festival. Outdoor festival and concert. I already said that, but festivals could be anything like a Renaissance fair, a craft fair, some kind of food fair, any kind of fair outside. Getting outside and doing sidewalk art with your kids to chalk, that's really hard to do in the winter and the wet part of fall. Bike rides and roller skating, the streets are clean, there's no salt on it, there's no, there's pebbles and stuff always, but, at the end of fall, that isn't going to be fun anymore, so soak it up while you can. Same with evening walks without a jacket. Soak that up while you can. Roller rink visit. Roller rinks are making a comeback. Some places have them outside. Or they do like derby parties. Roller derbies are fun to go to. If you are ever lucky enough to have them in your area, be sure to check them out. It's aggressive and funny. You can also find cool animal stuff like I was traveling once. It was the end of summer, and I came across a donkey jumping contest. I was like, what the fuck is a donkey jumping contest? I have to see this. So I went and I pulled over. It was like $5 or whatever. I laughed so fucking loud. It was literally donkeys jumping over the back of the other donkey, tapping the... but the way they did it was just hilarious. And it was obnoxious and silly. And it only lasted like 15 minutes. But, you know, you just can't replace those memories. Like, remember when we saw that weird donkey jumping thing? Like, to this day, I've never seen donkeys doing that on a farm or anything, so I don't regret the $5 I spent on it. Like, look for those little pockets, or petting zoos even. Golf game or putt-putt game. It's going to start getting colder. A lot of clubhouses and clubs shut down for seasons, so if you have one in your area that's going to close down, make sure you're hitting up that golf game or the putt-putt game. Rooftop bars or rooftop or outdoor restaurants. They start moving their seating inside. They don't always offer rooftop dining or rooftop capabilities. So take advantage during the season. Boat rides or tours, like drinking tours, casino tours, tours around the lake, dinner cruises, anything like that. You can even go up to A Bay, Alexandria Bay, and take a real pirate ship ride. Anything like that, awesome to do at the end of summer. Tourists are dwindling down. They're lowering their rates because they know the end of the season is coming. They're just trying to get as much bang for their buck as they can. They also offer great group prices for those kind of things. If you have like 6 people, you might get out one rate for all of you. Drive-in theaters as well. Tennis matches or volleyball games, or soccer games, football, whatever you want to call it. Check out local college teams. People forget about college teams, but some of the best games I ever watched were actually like high school and college games. So you can go to scrimmages even. If you just like the sport, you know, I wouldn't suggest walking up on a school. That might be considered creepy. But I mean, going to a college event and sitting there and watching a college game is really fun. I don't really like watching baseball on TV, but I'll go to the park with my friends and drink and eat and watch a game. That's like the only time I actually watch baseball, is if I'm there. That kind of stuff is awesome to do in the summer. Then, of course, you know, the water balloon fights, the slip and slides, washing your car before you have to pay to wash it because it's too cold out to wash it yourself. These kinds of things we forget about when the weather gets cold. A dance party or no, not a dance party, that's not what I meant. What are the flash mobs? If you're planning a flash mob, it's the end of the summer. Get those flash mobs in. Street performing as well. If you need to pick up a little pocket money, a lot of people are out and about walking this time of year. More exposure at the end of the summer, especially a holiday weekend. Perch up on a busy street corner or on a boardwalk or something. Play your beats. Do what you do, get yourself noticed. Maybe you can capitalize on your talents and have a holiday at the same time. Making your own popsicles or ice cream. There's nothing like making it yourself. It's an experience for you and your family. Cotton candy, hello. I have yet to find cotton candy this summer. I'm deeply sad by this. I've not gone to the fair myself just yet. But if I do, I'm definitely getting cotton candy. What else? Candy apples, caramel apples. They're still fall related, but I like a good caramel apple in the middle of the summer, end of summer. Yes, please. I hope this is helpful and gave you some ideas on how to make the most of the end of your summer. And skate parks as well, like skateboarding. That just popped in my head. They usually close for winter as well. They like to cover those things in snow area. So make sure you're hitting those up while you still can as well, unless you're lucky and have an indoor place. Outdoor trampolines, getting your kids out there bouncing around. You know, you're going to have to put those up when the snow comes, if you get snow. You know, just think about it for a minute. All the stuff you're going to miss. Write it down on a piece of paper. You have a good at least 3 weeks before the real cold sets in. So get to having fun, people. Love you, bye.